Yes, we can measure your pet's energetic personality imprint. That is titled PePi at the SolePath Institute. So as you all know, we can measure a person's soul paths. We can measure a business's soul paths to help with prosperity in the business and your employees in it. And we can even space balance and arrange it to make sure that each of the employees that you have in your business are in the position that is not just because they're good at it, but actually is a match. So there is an abundance of great work that us at the SolePath Institute can do for you. Today I'm going to read to you words from Dr. Deborah's book, which is SolePath, The Path to Purpose in a Beautiful Life. Now you can purchase this book at the SolePath Institute at solepath.org or also on Amazon. I will read to you the purpose and the understanding of why it is important for you to know your pet's soul path. Okay? So first I will share with you, Angel was my dog, and Angel was the SolePath Institute's pet. And here's a picture of my little Angel. She's passed over. She lived to be almost 18, bless her heart, lovely, lovely, lovely soul. And she was an intellectual, compassionate. So if in the healing room, she would go in there when there was a treatment being done, or if someone needed extra support. She participated in all of the yoga, the soul yoga that was going on at the Institute. She would just go in and walk around everyone and lay down beside someone whom she felt needed it, and then would get up and leave when so be. She also would go into the counseling room with Dr. Deborah Ford, and if she felt that the counseling was enough, she would interrupt the counseling and ask Dr. Deborah to let her out. So everything was only about her, but she was the healing dog. She was so loved, and we are very grateful to have her in our life. So, animal behavior. So we can do soul paths, so PePi's, your pet's energetic personality imprint for dogs, cats, horses, pigs, and rabbits. If I could have a pig, I'd have a pig too. I love dogs, I love pigs, and I love cats. Cats are around me, but my go-to would be a dog. Next is a pig. So for people, SolePath is who you were born to be. It is our guide to a beautiful life filled with happiness, peace, joy, love, purpose, and meaning. For pets, SolePath is a little different. It is how they interact with people in an individual, predetermined, and predictable way. Knowing a pet's soul path is a wonderful way to understand the most joyful way in which people, us, and animals can live and love and play together. Knowing a pet's soul path enables a joyful interaction for the animal and the caregiver. The pet's life is made as joyful as possible, and in return, they are able to make the lives of people they live with very joyful as well. Pets are our companions, and the collaboration between the animal energy and the human energy is the perfect example of how we can shift our focus from me to us. They teach us how to care for and love another being, and in return, love us unconditionally. Pets come to Earth with a spiritual connection, and they maintain this connection when they are in loving care with human relationships. They show us how to live with balance and flow. They teach us mystical connections. They live with integrity and dedication. Every pet is spiritual and has a connection to the field of energy. In our everyday, busy lives, when we are in our dark path, we lose our connection to source energy, and pets can help us shift into our light paths and reconnect us to this wisdom. they fulfill many roles in our lives, particularly our spiritual guide. Dogs, cats, and horses, rabbits, and pigs have 3 paths, all of which are expanding. They don't have a dark path like us humans do. Their paths are charismatic, compassionate, inspirational, intellectual, intuitive, or spiritual. All dogs, cats, horses, pigs, rabbits, one of their expanding paths is the spiritual path, always. So as we were sharing, there are 22 light paths for a human, 22 dark paths. But all of us humans have 2 light paths and 1 dark path. So that's a total of 3 paths. But we have to do our measuring, tapping into the field to find out what they are. Whereas for animals, we know consistently that out of the 3 paths that they have, spiritual is always one of them. So we always look for the 2 other paths because we know they are all spiritual. A pet's soul path is analyzed in the same way as a person, using a photograph and completed with the same care by our SolePath certified energy analysts at the SolePath Institute. Pet communication. Remember, all dogs, cats, horses, pigs, and rabbits have a spiritual path. And because of their spiritual connection, they can and do love to talk with their caregiver. Begin a conversation with them about their soul path. Tell your pet that you know their soul path and ask for inspiration on how you can make their life more joyful. Let them know how they can best make your life more joyful by sharing your soul path with them. Use their soul path and your soul path to develop your own private language. Now, how exciting is that? That is so cool. And it's true, it does work. It really works. Pet motivation. Add to the quality of your pet's life with healthy treats and rewards, of course. Here are clues to their fundamental motivation. Charismatics exist to add sparkle and light to your life. They reflect back what is going on in your life and are a mirror for how you are feeling and behaving, whether you are interacting with them from your light paths or your dark paths. Now, how amazing is that? Compassionates. Compassionates exist to please. They love to love and are likely to have hurt feelings if you're interacting with them from your dark path rather than your light paths. Inspirationals. Inspirationals exist to serve and be useful. They will make your life a joy and delight if you encourage them to help and make them feel needed. Look in your own light paths for ways in which they can serve you. Intellectuals. Intellectuals exist to please themselves, but will please you to get what they want. Great manipulators. They are complicated animals who are very intriguing and smart and will challenge you to be in your light paths. And I have to say that's exactly what Angel did, for she had an intellectual category path. And if we tried to play fetch with her and she would like sit down on her back and look at us and go, really? I don't run. She'd say, I don't run. You want to fetch? I'll throw it and you go fetch it. That was more like our dog Angel. She was something. If she wanted you to pet her, she would. But if she was done with you, she would like slowly move away looking at you and then turn her head. She was quite the dog. Love her. Love her. So if you have an intuitive pet. So intuitives exist to run, play, and eat. Well, how nice that is. Could you imagine? That's all we did. Run, play, and eat. Seriously. They are physical animals that love their bodies. Right on. They can love their bodies. Humans get called vain. But whatever, this isn't about me, this is about animals. They encourage you to interact with them from your light paths and to lead a healthy lifestyle with lots of exercise and time for outdoors. Cherishing your pet. It's very important, because remember, they are always light. So they got to put up with us humans like the way we are. Like, we're so lucky to have an animal in our life that loves us unconditionally. So let's honor them. So all pets love to be touched and comforted. And here is the best way to feel that need for each unique beloved animal. Charismatics will let you know when they need touching, stroking, and caressing. Charismatic animals always reflect back to you what you are feeling. So if you're in the mood for a bit of cherishing, they will be too. Compassionates love frequent, soft touching, stroking, caressing, which can be initiated by you or by them. They need a physical connection and closeness to you. Inspirationals will want to be touched and caressed only when they want to be touched and caressed. Give them this love when they ask for it, but don't be surprised if they move away when they have had enough. So taking the time to know the soul paths of your animals will help you to know, because some people take it personal or think there's something wrong, but it's not it at all. When you know at the core of yourself that underneath everything, they have unconditional love for you. Intellectuals love to be touched, but will control, initiate how and when that occurs. As I shared a little bit about Angel, that's exactly what she did. They allow touching and caressing in their own way, on their own terms. Intuitives enjoy robust touching, stroking, and caressing. Intuitive animals love to be massaged because they depend upon their body feeling as well. So connecting with your pet? Spending quality time with your pets is essential and can be so much fun for both them and you and their caregivers. Charismatics are the fun animals who love to play. If you're enjoying yourself, they are too. Compassionates love any time with you near them or touching them. This is perfect connection time for these animals. They simply love to be with you. Inspirationals need to be of service. They love to be useful, so teaching and motivating them is their perfect connection time with you. They need your time. Intellectuals must have mental stimulation, and they love to solve puzzles and exercise their minds. Now, how cool is that? You know, there's a lady in our community, Jessie, and she has this beautiful dog. Her name is Miko. And Jessie had taught Miko how to press on a button for the letter buttons for pets. And Miko is now tapping and spelling out words for what she would like. How cool is that? How fun is that? It is just so great. Intuitives need hard exercise. With you along though, this is the best connecting time for these animals. They just love to work their body hard and then have a rub down or massage afterwards. You know, you'd think that I was a dog, because I tell you what, I could go and do Zumba and then, you know, do it the 30-minute training and anything for a massage. I tell you, anything for a massage, just done. I'm in. So I relate. So rest for your pet. We have to be aware of this, because this is important for us humans, because it's not on our time, it's on their time. So just reconnect with yourself and know that when it's time for your pet to rest, you honor that. Pets need rest too, relaxation and sleep, and here's the best way to provide that support and care. Now remember, each of this is shared with the PePi of your pet, which would be the pet SolePath. So your pet's energetic personality imprint. So knowing the category of your pet will help you in understanding everything that you need to know to help assist them in their life experience of them being of service to you. So charismatics. Charismatic pets need a quiet place to be still and relaxed. As they are mirrors for you, they need to be removed to a quiet space to really relax and get the deep rest that they need. For compassionates, they need to be close to you or other animals to get their best rest. How lovely is that? Inspirationals need a quiet place for escape, for getting away from the responsibility of serving others. Intellectuals need to be left alone unless they actively come to you for interaction. They will respond poorly to being woken from sleep. Yeah, so don't let them wake on their own. Imagine a horse being cranky when he got something. Yeah, no. Intuitives will sleep lots and often, anywhere and anytime. When they are awake, they are busy, busy, busy. This is such great guidance. I'm just so grateful Dr. Deborah did all this. Feeding your pet. While organic foods are best for most pets, here are some other suggestions to make food more interesting and joyful. Charismatic pets get easily bored with the same food over and over again. Keep their diet interesting to keep them healthy and eating well. Compassionate pets will eat what you ask them to eat. They will eat when you ask them to eat. They will feed to please you. Inspirational pets need familiar surroundings and people to feel comfortable when eating. So how kind. So they'll like search the table, make sure y'all are eating and you're content, then they do it. How loving. Intellectuals will create their own routine and distinct habits around feeding. They thrive when that feeding routine is undisturbed. Intuitives. Intuitive pet are most affected by diet. With the help of a professional, choose their healthy nutrition carefully. So, a pet routine. This is important too. Like us, we need a routine, they as well. As a general rule, pets love routine because it lets them know what to expect and what to look forward to. Within a consistent time to eat and exercise, here are some suggestions. So for the charismatic pets, are easily bored when everything stays the same. Allow them to experience new and interesting environments, walks, people, places, games, and toys. Compassionate pets are content when they are with their loved ones, so will fit in with any routine as long as they are not alone. Inspirational pets must have structure in their lives, familiar environments, walks, people, places, and routines. Intellectual pets will establish their own routine and comfort zone. Intellectual animals are essentially creatures of habit. Pay attention to what their habits are and create a life where they can enjoy them. Intuitive pets. Intuitives must have a routine that includes regular feeding, vigorous exercise, and plenty of rest. This is so great. Next, we're going to go on to pet behavior. Pets generally reflect back to us what is going on in our own lives, and in there is unhappiness. So for your charismatic pets, we'll sense that this unhappiness and will act out what is going on with you. Why are you being like this? I can feel it. I can see it. Compassionates will feel the unhappiness deeply themselves, will try to comfort you, and will hate being left alone. They'll cry, they'll get sad. You're hurting, they're hurting. Inspirationals will become needy as they sense the unhappiness and are not sure how they can help you. Intellectual pets will withdraw into themselves. Intuitive pets will feel unhappiness in their bodies and could manifest upset tummies, injuries, or other illnesses. This SolePath knowing is the perfect complement to the tools and techniques used by animals, behavior consultants, or for anyone working to create a better life for their own beloved pets. Wow, that was great. So more information of the pets is on our SolePath website. There's also links for the books if you wish. There's also contact information if you would like to visit with our SolePath mentors. Irina is the one whom you would see on the SolePath website, for she is the one that does and give a great understanding to the caregivers of the pets who want to assist their pets in having their best life as their pets so lovingly and unconditionally take care of them and love them too.